An overfed dog would have problems. An underfed dog will have problems. Everything over and under is still a problem. So you just need to find a baseline for your dog. I define a start dog as a dog that is 12 months plus, for our jurisdiction. A dog that is 12 months plus, that has proven his worth in the ring. By proving your worth in the ring, I don't mean you need to be the best dog at the show, no. It means by the AFCI judge, where the standards we are following, or the ADRT judge, or if you are in the America, the AKC judge, has scored a dog, given a dog an excellent rating. All that matters is an excellent rating. You being first, you being second, you being 10th is not a problem. You can have 10 dogs in the ring and you can be first, but your rating is very good. I'm talking about a dog scoring excellent. Ideally, that's where I place my start dog. A dog scoring excellent. A dog above 12 months. And a dog that adds more to the gene pool than take away from the gene pool. This is what I mean. The fact that a dog out there has 2 balls and of course has scored excellence in the ring doesn't necessarily mean that will be able to reproduce the same thing that that's how it's supposed to be. But then it's not always like that. Genetics. How it happens, please, I don't know. You'd have to find out and let all of us know. So then, first of all, the dog must be above 12 months. Secondly, must prove his worth in the ring by scoring excellence. Thirdly, should give more to the breed than take away from the breed. So then, what I mean by that, or what I meant by that, is out of 100 puppies from that particular male, we should be having 50, 60, or even 70 of them possessing the traits that would let them score at least a very good in the ring. Then that way, that male is perfect to be called a start dog because he's able to add more to the breed's value and the breed's progression. So that's about it, about the definition of a start dog for me. With that in our mind on what a start dog is, now I'd like to go to the second one under start dog management, which is I'd like to call feeding and maintenance. An overfed dog would have problems. An underfed dog will have problems. Everything over and under is still a problem. So you just need to find a baseline for your dogs. I could tell you my dogs eat 1 pound of meat a day and they are fine. Yours might eat 1 pound and it will be obese, or will eat 1 pound and then might be lean. So it depends on the metabolism rates of the dog, how fast the dog burns whatever it gets in. So then about feeding quantities and ratios, it's up to you to decide. Like I always tell anyone that asks me, if you come to my DM and ask me, what do you feed your dog, what quantities do you feed your dog, I tell you what I feed, but the quantities I tell you, use your eyes. When a dog has gained too much weight, you can't really see the ribs when it's moving. I'm not saying seeing the whole set of the ribs, but the last one closer to the rear. If you're able to see 1 or 2 of them, it means your dog is still in good condition. I mean, if your dog moves and it's not wobbly all over, how if you understand wobbly, you understand what I mean. So then your dog shouldn't be obolo, like we say here. So that's with diet and then nutrition. And then quality feeding always. It's better to feed small quantities of good quality throughout the year than feeding good quality at one time in the year, then another time feeding rubbish. So always have a long-term plan for your start dogs. That's feeding. Once your dog hits 12 months and you intend on breeding, you need to put them on fertility drugs. What I use 2 of them. Spearman from a human pharmacy and Fertilofort also from a human pharmacy. So depending on your dog's weight and the quantity you give. And then if you can feed red meat, a lot of red meat for your start dogs, that's also an excellent one. So now you have a dog about 12 months, doing well in the show ring, producing good puppies. At a point, your start dog can only be defined as a start dog after it has reproduced a certain number of puppies. That is why I said I like the recap. That way we are able to catch up with everything. So we are still defining the start dog. 12 months, basic health test done, scoring at least a very good in the show ring, but excellence is like he adding to the gene pool and taking away from the gene pool. And of course, no DQ. Once he does all that, no DQ. Your feeding is premium. Your supplements is premium. Keeping your male dog in a very good environment, a cool environment, not too cold, it's fine. But then the heat destroys semen. And once semen is destroyed, you'll be needing about 2 months, over 60 days, before the whole process will be done all over again. So once you have your semen destroyed, no need breeding with your dog for the next 2 months. And the basic test you need to run before you start breeding with your male dog. You have your brucellosis, your preputial swab, your CBC, Your brucellosis is an infection, canine infection. I mean, it affects pigs and other animals too, and it's zoonotic. So it's best and ideal that you know the brucella condition of your dog and the bitches coming over to your house before you touch them. And then it can also be spread through fluid exchange. So your dog might not necessarily have to mate the other dog. Once they are drinking from the same bowl, playing exchange of saliva, there you can spread the brucella in the whole kennel. So then your brucella test is important, your semen analysis. So it's during your semen analysis that you get to know that, oh, my dog's sperm count is good, but motility is bad. Motility is good, but morphology is bad. That is where you go into details to understand what the morphology is, how they are formed. Do they have coil tails? Some are headless, some are having two heads. All these are deformities within the sperm cells. And then motility is how fast they move. And then sperm count is the volume of the sperm cells in the semen or the ejaculation. So you need to know all this before you put your male out there. So during the recap again, I mentioned your dog has to start producing before you could term him as a start dog. But then prior to that, you need to do all these things and make them all good before you put it out there. And then I know a lot of people have questions on how often should a start dog mate. Once he's under good condition, his health is good, he's on medication, he can mate every other day. But this shouldn't be for a long period of time. Every other day meaning this morning, tomorrow evening, the next morning, tomorrow evening. The 24-hour or 48-hour gap we give the bitches after mating is not really for the males to relax. No, it's got to do with the females, so that we don't miss the ovulation window, because we have 24 to 48 hours from production of eggs to maturity of eggs, and another 24-48 hours from maturity of eggs to the eggs disappear. So total you have about 4 days. That is why when we are mating, we give that 1 day or 2 day gap. It's got nothing to do with the male resting. It's actually about the females, so that we don't miss the window. At times the sperm cells might not be strong enough to live longer in the female for us to have it in there before she starts ovulating. That's why when you are mating, we do one today, skip tomorrow or 2 days, and let's mate again, even though we are sure of the progesterone reading. How the progesterone reading factors up here in Africa, we don't know. So then I think that's for it about start management. Got any more questions, you can put them down below and then we'll answer them for you. Thank you. I am Peter Visual Olympio of House of Visual ROTTWEILER, Kennel, Ghana, West Africa. Today we are making this video for Africa.blog. They are the leading, so far as I know, they are the leading dog bloggers for West Africa and Africa at large. And they are sharing quality content, breed-specific content, and then, I mean, the basic things every pet owner in their house should know about their dogs.